I just got this wheelchair delivered to my house, and it's pretty big and heavy, so maybe I can get off of these crutches. There's a 1-gallon jug for size reference. Watch out, it's heavy. This is the Blue Streak made by Drive. Okay, let's open it up. It comes very well packaged, and this box has the leg rest. It comes with it, but it is a separate attachment. Here's the cushiony leg rest and the foot rest. So it looks like, other than the leg rests, I think the wheelchair seems to be fully assembled. Here is a close-up of the leg rest. It will attach to the front of the wheelchair, and it is adjustable. There's the footrest. It looks very high quality, and it looks like this pivots. Most of the framework is metal. All these pieces are metal. This is metal. This is metal. Yep. But overall, it looks like a really high quality wheelchair. I'm anxious to try it out. Okay, we're slowly getting it open little by little. Oh, coffee's done. I love the blue color, and also the matching leg rests are blue. There's a nice grip rail here. It is plastic. The tires are not pneumatic. In other words, it's not the type that you inflate. I think it's like a hard rubber that will never run flat. And very solid construction, it feels like. Okay, here is a side view of it. Still didn't quite get it out of the box, but there's some close-ups on it. Like I said, this is a high quality wheelchair. There it is, all unpacked and assembled. Before getting into the wheelchair, you want to lock. Oh gosh, that actually is one of my complaints. One of my complaints is that the wheel locks are not properly adjusted, and they are extremely tight. I'm actually going to adjust that. I just needed a wheelchair for the time being until my tibia can heal up. So it's good to lock that in place so the chair doesn't roll away. I like to just put the feet rests down. I did buy this chair because it had the leg lifts, and my doctor said to elevate this leg. Let me show you what I like the best about this chair. What I like best about this chair is that it can go under the table, and then if you go even, that's actually as far as I can go, but if you needed to go further, there's a little release clip right here so that both arms can flip back, so you can go under your desk, under a table if you need to. Bring the table right up to my stomach and work on my computer or eat my food. And so that is actually a very nice feature. And then the handles lock back in place. So overall, I think this is a really good wheelchair. I actually do like it a lot. It's got comfortable padding for the armrests. I am 5'8" tall. I'm almost 200 pounds, and this chair fits me pretty good width-wise, height-wise for the seat. But what I don't like, it looks like the leg lifts are too short for me. If I try to stretch my leg out on this while all the way back in my seat, I can't do it. So I ended up just using it like that all the time because the leg lifts was useless because it seems too short. And even if I were to fold up the foot part, lift that up, this might be better for a shorter person so that they can fully extend their leg. You can see how my leg's much longer than the leg lift is. Overall, the build quality is really good. I think everything is welded very well, and there's a lot of metal, a lot of plastic. Everything's very sturdy. In the back here, you can see there's a Velcro pouch. You could fit maybe a document manila folder. So I want to show you what the measurement is. So I'm measuring where your foot would sit, and that back panel where your back would be, it's 37 inches. So furthest out is about 37. Let's push this in. disappeared. Where did it go? There we go. Okay, so the button is now here, locked in. That's the shortest it can go. Let's measure that. So all the way from the back of the chair, where your back would be, to here, it's only 34.5 inches. Okay, so 34.5 inches at the shortest. Okay, I would not be able to fit in there unless I folded that up. I like the design, I just don't think these legs are long enough. To put the leg down, let's see if I can remember, you push this forward, that releases the lock for the leg. And to lift it up, you just simply pull it up. Okay. These can actually come off quite easily. You just lift that bar and lift the whole leg off. To put it back on, you line up the pins with the holes. That clip or that bar is spring loaded. You just turn it in. Okay. So even if you're helping someone to get in to the wheelchair and this stuff's in the way, you could actually put this so it swings outward. Okay, I'll show you how this side works. Same way. Have it swing outward. That way it's totally accessible if they're getting in from the bed or whatever. And if you want to lock them back in place, simply lock it back in place. Swing it back towards the middle and it's locked. Okay. So my other complaint, let's do a close-up on that. Not the best lighting, but when you lock it, it really presses into the tire. Like, I mean, you know the tire's not gonna roll, but it just seems so excessive. So I noticed there's a carriage bolt with a nut on the other side where my finger is, and you can actually undo that, and then you can actually slide the locking mechanism a little more this way so that the brake is not so hard to put on. If I weren't strong, I would not be able to set the brake myself, and it's that way on both sides of the wheelchair. It rolls very well. See how easily it rolls. I'm just going to push it back, and it just rolls by itself so effortlessly. And now it's too far, I can't reach it. This seat is 18 inches wide from the outer dimensions, and the depth, measuring from the padded seat here, from back there to up here, is almost 16 inches, not quite. Screws all along each side, so you could potentially replace this pad if you needed to, if it got damaged or dirty. Let's measure from the middle of the seat to the top of the back is 17.5 inches, about there. From the edge of the seat where the bar is to the top of the backrest is about 16.25. Okay, and there's some other things maybe you're curious about. These armrests are about 2 inches wide. The armrest is about 10 inches long. The armrest is at 10 inches from the top edge of that seat. The width for the footrest is about 6.5 inches by about 6 inches, so it's almost a square. Leg cushion is about the same, pretty similar. And for storage and transportation is actually very easy to fold it back up. You could take the leg supports off and then just simply pull the cushion up, and that makes it go pretty flat. And you can fit it in the back of your car or in your closet. It's pretty compact now that it's folded up. To open it up, you just spread it open, push these down, and there you go. You're ready to roll. I probably got pushed in this wheelchair like a couple of miles. So I've spent some time in this wheelchair over the last several weeks. For such an affordable price, this is a very comfortable and sturdy wheelchair. Despite my complaints about it, it actually is a very good wheelchair. So I do highly recommend this wheelchair, even with the complaints about the brake being too tight and the leg lift being too short. Overall, I highly recommend this wheelchair made by Drive.